Good morning, students. Welcome back to e-lecture series of project work. In this session, you're going to see general format of project report. This is the topic which is most requested by student fraternity. Hope this session would be useful to both BBA and MBA students. Let us see how to proceed with project report. First one is cover page or title page. In this, you need to write the title of your project. Second one is declaration. That means you should submit a declaration form that this project work is original one. It is to be submitted to concerned university or college. Fine. Third one is certificate. In this, you need to put up two certificates. One is given by your concerned university or college. The other one is from company. You have done project over there, right? Fourth one is acknowledgements. In this, you should thank the supporters who all support you in doing this project work. Next one is abstract or executive summary. Abstract or executive summary is a short note on your project report. That means you have to give a crisp overall theme about your project report, not exceed 400 to 600 words. Next one is table of contents. This is like heart to a person. In this section, you are going to chapterize your project report. Fine. Chapterization means you are going to break up whole report into chapters. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, like that. Let me tell you in detail about table of contents part in next slide. Next one is appendices and annexure. Whatever project report you are going to submit needs some kind of supporting material. Fine? Yeah, additional material and supporting supplementary material should be added to your project report. Appendix means addition of information. It adds value to your content, whatever you're going to write in introduction part. Annexure is supplementary material you're going to submit along with project report. Last one is list of references. Whatever books you have referred for doing this project work should be mentioned in that list of references. Right? Sixth one, contents. In this, you are going to break your whole report into chapters. Chapter 1 deals with introduction, that is, introduction to the problem. You should write background of that particular problem, what you have selected for your project work. Along with that background, you need to mention objectives, importance of that problem, scope of the study. Even you should write to what extent you are extending that research. Okay, in chapter 2, literature review. That is the past data. The researchers done research works on that particular topic or area. With this review of literature, you will get clear idea about what's the research has been done on that particular topic. Then you can give a clear picture about what you are going to do in your project. That means the gap which has existed can be covered by you, right? In-depth knowledge can be acquired through literature review. Third one is methodology. In this chapter, you are going to write sampling method, sample size, sampling unit. That means what's the statistical tools you are going to use for carrying out the project. In chapter 4, whatever you collected for doing research can be tabulated and give some kind of inference. With that, data analysis and interpretation can be done. Fine. Next one is findings and conclusions. Whatever you drawn from that inferences should be in findings. Finally, you need to write conclusion. Then you should write recommendations. With our recommendations only, one can assess the quality of our project report. Fine. Next one is chapter 5. Limitations of the project. Whatever limitations you are going to consider in doing that project. It might be cost, it might be time, or it might be the people whom you selected for carrying this project. Is it okay? Like this. Project report should be carried out. Any doubts in this? Totally, you need to maintain this format. Any doubts? Let me show you an example to this format of project report. Your project title should look like this. This is one of my old students' project report. I'm showing it to you to get more clarity. Fine. Look here, table of contents. Bonafide certificate, acknowledgement, certificate of originality, preface, declaration, list of tables, list of figures, charts, everything. Right? Here, table of contents should write in such a format. The main heading should be number like 5. Subheading should be like 5.1. Here I mentioned 5.2. If you want to write subheading, then you must maintain the number like that, 5.2.1. Here they have mentioned only subheading, no subheading, right? 4.1, 4.2. Is it visible to you? Yes. Declaration of originality looks like this. You have to give signature down to that paper, abstract, just overall theme about your project report. References. References should look like this. First author name, then year of that book or research, published date. That one is published date. Name of the journal, title of the survey, publication, page number, website address. Normally, how students write references, putting a tabular column with a 3 or 4 columns and rows, mentioning one after one. That's not the way to mention. You must follow APA style, right? In the first slide itself, I have mentioned that APA. Is there anyone who observed that? American Psychological Association. This is the globally accepted format. Even for tables and figures, you should follow same format like this. Each and every table should follow with source, from where you got that numbers. Fine. See, table with table number, source. Finally, the key points to take care of by the student is 3 things. One is reviewing and formatting. Once you finish your draft, you must go through a couple of times. Then only you can identify the minor mistakes in the project work, right? Size of the project. Often we get questions from students. Madam, how many pages should we insert in a project report? Like 100, 150? No. That is totally depend on your title and the objectives what you're going to take. That content and the discussions of that results. Purely based on your objectives and title. So we guide students normally like this. Chapter 1 should be 15 to 20% of your total pages. Review of literature, 25%. For chapter 3, it should be 8 to 10%. Why? Because here you are going to give a crisp titles, sampling method, sample size, sampling unit. So 8 to 10% is more than enough. For results and discussion, we need more paperwork. Fine. For summary and conclusions, just 10 to 15% is enough. Bibliography, limitations of the study. For that, 1% is more than enough. Finally, you should see formatting. That font size, margins, everything should be in format. Fine. Any questions? Here is the question. Okay. Sai Kiran from MBA. Madam, would you please tell me an example for appendices and annexure? Fine. Appendices and annexure. Already I have told you. This is the addition and supplementary information what you are going to put up along with your project report. For example, if you want to carry out survey, you need to prepare questionnaire, right? That is a supplementary document that comes under annexure. In first chapter, you're going to write company details. Fine. For that, company can provide you brochures, fact sheets, website address, everything, right? If you submit that one along with your project, then that brochure, website, logos, catalog, fact sheets comes under appendices. Hope it is clear to you.